What is happening? Welcome to a new video. We're in Quito and it's the last day of Carnival here, so we're gonna walk down this road. Look at this, actually look at that building and look at the landscape behind. We're gonna walk down this road all the way to the historical center and see what's happening there. We don't even know if anything's happening. We know Quito's like downplayed on Carnival, whereas the other cities more like they throw flour and stuff. Quito banned throwing flour, so they use like silly string or something. So we're gonna walk down, we're gonna grab some street food or whatever and see what the center is like on a hot Tuesday afternoon in Ecuador. Come with us. See this guy here cleaning shoes, got whatever the spray is all over him. See, someone's obviously run over to him going We've just got to the central square in Centro Historico after eating that food. Have a quick guess how much that food was and I'll tell you in a minute. So we're just going to quickly walk around here. I think we've probably missed Carnival because it's a bit late, it's the last day. We probably missed it and all these barriers are like open, so I think maybe it happened before. Tanya did get sprayed on the way down. We walked for like 45 minutes and somebody sprayed her out of the car, but it's like shaving foam, it just disappears, it's just white. Went on her hair, went on her shoes, but it just wipes off. So we carried on walking. There's a lot of people up there though. But look how cool this area is. Big Ecuador flag on there as well. I think that must be the Quito flag, that one there, because I've seen it everywhere. And there's the Vatican City flag randomly. We've seen a big church, there's one there, and there's a big church there, and then there's one around the corner, and then a huge one just down there. Let's have a walk around here and we'll show the people what this square's like. So if you're gonna come to Quito, you're probably gonna come to this square. It's pretty good, very good. A lot of people here, like lots. Here's police on these mad scooters, look at these. Cyber scooters.
Maybe they will have some event in the evening.
Maybe, there's some stuff for sale down there. Should we walk up here? Because that's where everyone else seems to be walking. Up here. There's not much happening. We've walked around and it's either about to finish, like everything's closed, or we're a bit too early and it's going to start. But it goes dark here pretty soon. So I actually think we've missed it. So if you don't see any Carnival stuff, then it didn't happen while we were here. But what we're going to do is going to show you some architecture in Quito because it's boss. Look at this on this church, and then I don't know if you can see just over that building there, there's a statue of an angel, and then further down there there's an arch and like a nice building. The buildings are cool here, so that's what we're going to show you, Quito's ridiculous architecture. Let's go. It's a mad looking building. And the sun in the corner. Just another church, I guess.
Too many details.
Yeah. Just imagine how long that took to make. Like imagine how long people spent carving all that out. Class. So I tell you what to do, click like for how boss that looks. And if you've ever been to Quito, let me know in the comments. I don't know many people off the top of my head who've been here. So this sick building is the Central Bank of Ecuador. But we've actually been in the Central Bank of Ecuador because we had Ah, that's the museum, that makes sense, because we've been in the real central bank, because we had some dollars from 1985 that her mum gave her, American dollars, and obviously nobody around the world would take them. So we got here and I went into the central bank, give it to them, they're like, yeah, no worries, here's $100. Class, really easy.
Could be interesting to go
In here?
yeah, to see how the money changed.
Yeah, because if you didn't know, they use American dollars here, and it used to be the sucre. And I'm not actually sure when they changed it. Was it 93? Something like that, you know, I can't remember. Anyone from Ecuador can write in the comments tell you what I do want to know. If you are from Ecuador or you know about Ecuador's money history, did the prices of stuff dramatically increase when they changed to the dollar? Like, for example, in some European countries, when they changed from their currency to the euro, prices went up. That kind of thing. That's what I want to know. Let me know. That is. Right, go and look at girls' ones. She knows what I'm going to say. New sunglasses, who this? So we just went into that sunglasses shop and they were $5 each. Mine had cracked and I'd super glued them back together and all the screws had fallen out of hers, but I'd had mine. Literally, if you look back at my first videos, I've got them sunglasses on in the video, so them sunglasses are like over 2 years old, so we needed some new ones. Guy was friendly, they had a big selection. We got some Bayrans. They do say Ray-Ban on them, but they're definitely not. They might be real. We can't say he's selling fake stuff. We'll walk into that arch and look up there. You can see that angel on the hill, right up there. So we'll walk to the arch and give you a little view. I think there's also a mad looking staircase flying up there, but there's no chance I'm walking up that right now. So the price of that food, $2.25 each for a drink, a big soup and a big main course, and I'm full. Look at this church through the gate. That's pretty cool. Voilà. So in a previous video, somebody commented asking what my thoughts were on Colombia versus Ecuador, and I couldn't answer because what had happened is we got to Ecuador and we had to pretty much stay inside for like 5 or 6 days before flying to Galapagos, just in case we contracted the deadly, you know, everyone knows what I'm talking about, and then we couldn't get to Galapagos and would have lost all of our money. But we didn't, we were clear. So we didn't really go out. We just noticed that all the supermarkets were super expensive compared to Colombia, let's say, compared to Mexico, actually compared to Ukraine. And honestly, I think they might be on par with the UK, I'm not sure. Super Maxi, Ecuador dudes can tell me if that's an expensive supermarket or not. We've noticed that Ecuador is a lot more expensive than Colombia. Colombia was super cheap though, so most places are going to be. The supermarket prices well higher, just phenomenally high, maybe 4 or 5 times more expensive here. And then food in restaurants seems far more expensive until we went to that restaurant just then, which has completely changed my view, because that was cheaper than anywhere I found in Colombia, easily. $2.25 for all that food, mad. In terms of like architecture, I've seen more grand buildings here in Ecuador, like this massive church, but in La Candelaria in Bogota, the houses there, the buildings were class. They looked really good to take a photo to put on Instagram. Go and follow me on Instagram. People here seem a bit calmer, if that makes sense, like more chilled. Not sure why that is, or maybe I've just seen that wrong. Galapagos Islands, unbelievably expensive, total tourist trap. It was fun and cool to see all the animals and the islands, but if you're gonna go there, you need to take some cash. And overall, I like both countries. I've actually liked every country we've done on this trip. Into the 7th month now. That's a loud bus. And we're carrying on. We don't fully know where we're going in 2 weeks yet, but we should be leaving here in just under 2 weeks to go to another country. It might be Peru, it might not, it depends on what happens, don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. Show you some more buildings and then we'll end the video. You've got stuff to do, you don't need to just keep watching me all night. Look at that, look up there. And then there's it's a road that goes up, road goes all the way up there, up to the coloured buildings up near that statue. as we're so high in the mountains, when it gets darker later on and gets closer to the evening, the clouds start to come further down the mountains. These are really small mountains here, and then there's the Volcan de Pichincha, which is over there somewhere, not there, over that way, and that's very, very high, and the clouds are on that most of the day. And when you get to your apartment later on, look out the window, the clouds are so far down, it's mad. You're so close to the clouds, like they're just there. But then there's also palm trees, which I found strange. This street is called Calle La Ronda. It's like the historic town, well, road, street, whatever you want to call them. And apparently artists and local songs, you can hear the artists and that. And it said something down there about a river, but you need to ask somebody more informed on that. I think it was like an ancient river somewhere. Maybe this was it, I don't know. Someone from Quito can let me know in the comments. If you come to this channel for just straight facts, you're gonna be gutted. We were like videoing some stuff down there, and a guy ran up to us and was like, "Do you want some drinks in our restaurant?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, go on then, 'cause we need some Wi-Fi and I could do with a drink." So we've come into this restaurant. He's give us our own like private room, and he gave us the remote to put YouTube on, and I might just put MULVEY on the screen. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing the architecture around Quito, the capital of Ecuador. We'll see you in the next video. Hold on. Just before we go, the guy just came back up with this drink and was like, yeah, it's called a canelazo, and he named loads of stuff that was in it. Canela, which is cinnamon, which I can't stand, orange, and lulo, which is some type of fruit, and lulo smoothies are quite nice. And he said there's a bit of liquor in it, so she's having a go. Me gusta. Can you taste alcohol? Yeah. Yeah, he was like, un poco de licor. So that's he said that's the traditional alcohol or drink of Quito. So we'll try something traditional in this video. I won't try because I really can't stand canela, cinnamon. I don't know why my body can't handle it. It just makes me want to be sick. But how does it taste? Good.
Good. I don't taste canela. I taste.
I could smell it when he brought it up. So he passed it to me, and I was like, "That's not the tea I ordered." Because I ordered orange tea, and I looked at it and I was like, I can smell cinnamon. He's going to say canela in a minute, and he did.
No, I don't smell. No, because I have a blocked nose.
Maybe.
A bit. So it may